Orchard Park, New York. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Tackled by Alex Highsmith. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackle and miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 8 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. The screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
Here we go. Back 20.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he stopped immediately there. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the... middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Intended for Cole Beasley. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Jalen
sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And a reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Singletary. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Bills.
Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
A gain of a yard brings up third and inches.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Micah Fitzpatrick.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Jordan Poyer. Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
By Steven Nelson.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
With the
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Bills nothing.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Pass intended for Chase Claypool.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
23.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
By
T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Avery Williamson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Roethlisberger dancing to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to it, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Steps away. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Singletary again. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota. This is Madden NFL 21.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Atlanta. Here's Powell on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And this is Gardner intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cousins now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
To the air again. It's Cousins. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd and long for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it. That's what you're looking for.
23 yards, the final tally. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Completes his short throw to Stocker, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Shamar Stephen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
By Deion Jones.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Cook on the carry.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
They'll take over.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to bait. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 73 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make the statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The Falcons take over.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
On first down, Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. A fight for the football. It's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Cousins.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Cousins to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be an abbreviated.